Hello, my artistic enchiladas. It is Super Smash Productions here, and today I have a special video today. Now, on my Discord server, I said, can you please send in your favorite, or like your best custom puppets, and then I can go ahead and rank them in the video. Now, before any of you say anything about me copying a certain YouTuber who does this already, I just want to say that this is all because I just have no use for my Discord server anymore, and also just because people post their puppets on there all the time, and I'm just going to say this right now, none of them are bad. They're all amazing, they're all outstandingly detailed, and they're unique in their own way. Everyone has like their own way of designing them, like proportions and everything. So I just decided today I'm going to go ahead and rank them, or at least the ones I got submitted by. Now, there was someone who did submit a plush. Now, I didn't tell them this before I started filming this, but I only asked for puppets, so I didn't ask for plushies. But if as long as they don't look like the Funko plushies, then you're good. But yeah. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the rankings. So we have 9 puppets on our list today, and let's just go ahead and start ranking them. Alright, first up on the list is Burn Trap, a Burn Trap puppet. So this is actually probably a very unique take on Burn Trap, but if I had one take on it, I would say the teeth need a little bit fixing. Other than that, this is probably a really well made looking puppet. It doesn't look like it has much pulsability, but it does have, like I said earlier, a unique factor to it. With the metallic limbs, they actually look very metallic, and I know that's just Sharpie colored on them, but it still looks really good. It has like a more like cartoonish look, and again, I appreciate that, even though I'm someone who goes for wanting FNAF to be scary and not cartoonish. But then again, I like this look on him. So Burn Trap doesn't look too bad. It's actually made by one of my close friends, or a good friend of mine. He's actually you probably heard of him before, but so yeah, the details on this is actually very nice. I like if I had one little tip for this person, is that I want them to I would recommend not using a cylinder tube shape on them. But other than that, this looks really good, and I hope that this person will do different in the future, if you know what it's not like. I'm not saying this in a negative way, I'm just saying like what I would tell them to do to make their puppets a little more different. Alright, next up we have Lobo, made by another one of my friends who I'm just gonna come right out and say it. The eyes are too close together, and that's probably my only complaint with this thing. Other than that, this is a really well made looking puppet. I like the fur. I think the fur is a little too long, or the hair is too long, and he's missing a tongue, so it's not a big deal, but it's just, there are small things that can be fixed, but the eyes are again way too close together. And this is like I said, unique takes on these characters. And yes, of course, this isn't a FNAF character. I'm just ranking whatever puppets people send me. So this is a very nice looking one. The weapons, I don't think they're removable. It looks like there's Velcro on them. And the feet, they could use a little work too. But like I said, this is probably just a unique take. And actually, now that I think about it, the feet and the hands are not the same material as the head. So that's a bit of a criticism. His eyes and the fur, it needs some work. So yeah, this is a really well made looking puppet. There are some things that need to be fixed on it, but yeah, I think this looks really good. The next one we have is a toy Bonnie. Now, honestly, if you guys don't know how people make these, it's usually just material and pipe cleaners. Now, this person definitely used pipe cleaners, but what I find amazing is that this is actually all paper, and I believe it's paint as well. This is honestly very well made. You can tell that there was a lot of hard work put into it, especially with the blue color. I think it's paint, or I think it's just marker. It looks like paint, but it's very unique. And like I said with the last one, I feel like the teeth need a little bit of work done, because I feel like the jaw itself is too small and the teeth take up too much space. But other than that, this is a really well made puppet. I really like the hands. They look like they were straight out of the game. Same goes with the feet and like the head sculpt, and the muzzle little bit off shape, but it still looks really good. So that one, I also appreciate the dead eyes that they gave him. It looks pretty sick, and I just like it. Okay, now this next one is actually an OC of a friend of mine. This is a version of a character named Foxbit. Now, honestly, out of all the versions, I don't know why this one was sent, but I'm glad it was, because this actually looks like one of the better ones. It has like a bit of a scrapped look to it. I can't tell if this is supposed to be shattered or a scrapped version. It looks more like a scrapped version because of like the head and the arm. But other than that, this is actually a really well made. I honestly I have a guilty pleasure for having characters look like this. It's just the small little details that they add with the damage of the endoskeleton and like with the face and stuff. I always love how it looks. And so yeah, there are a few smooth edges on it that I feel like could be patched up a little bit. But other than that, this is a really well made figure. Like if you look to the right, there's like I believe it's clay or a 3D printed figure. If you look at the feet, it's also implemented onto this puppet as well, and it's like cut off a little bit with the endo feet, and I just think that looks really cool and honestly very nice. Next up is Puss in Boots himself, the legend. Anyways, so basically this person, who's actually another one of my good friends, basically put a lot of effort. They actually used paintbrush, as far as I'm concerned, for the like the stripes on his body. And the thing is, I feel like most puppets nowadays, or not nowadays, but like most puppets, like they look kind of stiff. This one definitely has some mobility, I can tell, but like I feel like there needs to be a little bit more mobility with this one. It looked really good, and I like the feather, how it's an actual feather and not just a handmade feather. It's like legit, because honestly it is hard to make like feathers. And that face, man, my word, it's gorgeous. The whiskers, I don't know what they're made out of. I think they're like a little bit of like thin string or wire. They're probably wire, because he used wire before on other stuff. And that mouth is honestly my favorite part about the puppet. It looks really real, and it's actually very well made. And I honestly just really like the detail. It looks almost straight out of the movie, if I'm being honest. Alright, next up are two puppets of Censor, FNAF Bonbon, and JJ. I don't know if that's like the whole name, but I'm sorry if it isn't. Shut up. Anyways, so basically these are some of the cleanest puppets I have ever seen. They're like barely any gunks of glue I see anywhere, and like the fabric is just cut so smoothly. Well, actually there is a bit of a clunky glue looks on the torso right there under Censor, but it's honestly not that bad. It's very, like I said, this is very clean, especially on JJ, and all the detail that Censor has is just spot on. I've seen his like OC many times, and it actually is very unique of how they did this. And if I have one thing that I would tip to this person, is that I wish they didn't use Sharpie for like the muzzle and then the ears, because that really does fade away really quick. So yeah, other than that, these are pretty much really good puppets, and I really hope more people try to be more quality based, unlike me, because my quality isn't really that good. But these are very clean, and yeah. Alright, and now we have a Withered Bonnie puppet made by another good friend of mine. Now honestly, I've seen a lot of Withered Bonnie puppets before, and even mine myself, and I don't think I even did that good. But this is honestly one of the best, if not the best, Withered Bonnie puppet I've ever seen. But if I have one criticism, I would say the buttons are a little too big, but other than that, this is a phenomenal looking puppet. He has such nice detail. The eyes, I can't tell if those are lights or just like a kind of paint. It looks really good how it looks like it's actually glowing. And I don't know what they did specifically for the hands and the feet, but it's like glowing. It's like actually metallic. I can't tell if that's just like a type of Sharpie that's making it look like that or something. I don't know. But like the thing is, the reason why I like puppets so much is that people actually use real wires to make them look as accurate as possible. It's very nice, and I really think that people need to start, like, not start changing everything, but like try to work a way to making stuff look this gorgeous. So yeah, this person did amazing, and I really appreciate it. And now we have a Freddy puppet, which honestly, more people should make this guy. He's not hard, but I think the reason why is because of the whole messy pipe cleaner body, and then the messy face. Freddy has a very complicated face, but I honestly think that this person knocked it out of the park. He did very, very well. If I had one complaint, I feel like the hat's a little too long, or I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen an in-game model of Freddy, of Freddy. But honestly, what I just noticed this now is that the eyes or the teeth are actually made out of aluminum foil. I think that's what it looks like, because his teeth are actually like screws or something, and I think this looks very, very well. It honestly, it probably outranks mine if I'm being honest, because it actually looks very legit. And honestly, it makes me want to update my current my current Molten Freddy, because I think that this person just like blew me into the water, because it's just well made. I like that. Because I mean, if they're actually, now that I think about it, the only thing that's missing from this masterpiece is some of the eyes. But I get it. It's, once again, like I said, people probably avoid it because it's time consuming. But it shouldn't be a big deal. Like, put all your heart and work into this, and that's clearly what this person did. It's really well made, and I highly recommend you make this character too. You probably could do better. Who knows? And now for the number one spot of this list is a Springtrap. This Springtrap, I don't even know what to say. He looks outstanding. The only problem out of that I have with this is that his waist is way too small. In my opinion, it looks way too small. But other than that, this is a phenomenal looking puppet. Now, one might actually say that the hands are a little too flat. I do the same thing, and I don't know how to get them all poofy, but probably adding more pipe cleaners. But other than that, this is a really, really gorgeous looking Springtrap. Probably better than mine by the face, at least, because I still cannot get the face to actually look like a good Springtrap. At least the eyes. The eyes are very well made, in my opinion. The feet are surprisingly very amazing as well. And then like all the flesh and then the metal inside, and just the detail overall is really, really well made. I love it. I know you guys love it. You're probably shocked out of your mind, like, whoa, that's sick. And I hope you think that as well. So yeah, this was fun. So in case you guys want to know, yes, I will be. This is a new series, basically. I just wanted to rank some of these, and I will leave a link in my description where you can go to my Discord server so you can send in your puppets or plushies. I think I might include plushies. It depends. But yeah, it does not have to be FNAF. It could literally be anything topic related to my channel, or just anything in general. It could literally be Jurassic World. It could be Godzilla. It could be anything that you made into a puppet and you are proud of it. You can submit it into this like ranking series. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now I hope I didn't hurt anyone's feelings for the people who made it into this video. I'm just saying this as like a critic, I guess, or something, that this is what you can do and this is what you shouldn't do or whatever. And so yeah, I actually had fun doing this, and I hope some of you did as well. So take care, guys, lots of love, and goodbye.